Friendship comes with demand. The kind of friendship that you choose will determine the demand that you need to meet and the fruit that you are going to bear. And if you think of yourself as a friend of Jesus, then there are certain demands that you have to meet in order to keep that relationship going. Reading from John chapter 15, the verse 15, Jesus was speaking to the disciples, and then he said, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord do. But I have called you friends, for all the things that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you." In other words, all the knowledge that I have in me, I have made known to you. And then he goes on to tell them that if ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Which means that the friendship with Jesus, what the foundation for it, to keep it going, the existence of it depended on their ability to do whatever that Jesus had commanded them. It comes from obedience, but we cannot obey if we do not even have knowledge of what to obey. First Corinthians tells us from the verse in chapter 2, the verse 16, that who has known the mind of the Lord, and that he may instruct him. But we have the mind of Christ. When you confess Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, and you receive Jesus through faith and confession with the lips, according to Romans chapter 10, the verse 9 and 10, and you come to receive Christ, fundamentally you have the mind of Christ. To have the mind of Christ is to have the wisdom of Christ, because wisdom is principal for understanding and knowledge. But once you have the wisdom which is given to you by virtue of your salvation, the responsibility to seek knowledge is on you. So when you read from Jeremiah chapter 33, the verse 3, God told the Israelites through the prophet that if they will call upon him, and I'll read directly, when God said, "Call unto me and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which you know not." Even as a young kid, Jesus knew that he had to seek knowledge. So when you read in Luke chapter 2, when his Mary and Joseph were looking for him and they couldn't find him, and eventually they found him in the temple, he was there asking questions and answering the questions that the doctors and the teachers were also asking, and they found that he had deep understanding. Look, until you take on the responsibility to seek knowledge, you would not know it. And that responsibility is on us. We have the wisdom already to understand whatever that God reveals to us. And if we will pursue and keep pushing and asking, he will reveal to us, because friendship cannot exist without knowledge.